Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm able to record because I think I got some other stuff up here on this phone that I need to delete. And I haven't been doing any deleting today. So how's everybody doing this evening on this 16th day of Vlogmas? I'm doing all right, hanging in there, a little chilly. That's why I got my little hoodie on this evening. And not only got my little hoodie on, I got a little t-shirt on under here. It is cold in here, y'all. I just turned my little heater off because I was planning to go jump into bed. But then I said, no, go ahead and make this 16th day of Vlogmas. Just at least get up here to say hello or say something. Because, excuse me, y'all. I'm feeling tongue-tied. My stomach is full. I had chicken salad. And crackers. I baked some Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies that I had bought the other day when I went to the store. They were a little sweeter. They taste a little sweeter than they normally taste. That's why I say I should make my own cookies, and that way I won't have no complaint. But anyway, Pillsbury's, they usually be pretty good, but like I say, this week is driving me crazy, y'all. But like I say, everything tastes different. You know, the things that you're used to buying and they're delicious to you are no longer delicious. But that little entree I had yesterday, I loved it. The little Salisbury steak with the mac and cheese. I just loved it. And I said I was going to go out today and get me another one. But I ain't feel like going out today, y'all. I've been feeling kind of sluggish all day. Like down in the dumps. I don't want to do nothing. One of those days. And matter of fact, I didn't do anything. I got dishes in the sink now. I got to get out of there before I go to bed. And so, and what time is it? 9:30. It's 8:22 by my computer right here. 8:22. But I usually be in bed by this time, normally. For 95% of the time, I'm usually in bed at this time. Yeah, even if I'm just laying there watching TV, relaxing, winding down from the day and whatnot. I tell you, this sweatshirt don't feel half bad. This hoodie, whatever this is, don't feel half bad. But I think it's a little warm because I got a t-shirt on. But like I said, the only reason I put it on because it was a little chilly in the house. And I felt like just put something on here. Mama June's oldest daughter. I don't know if y'all remember Honey Boo Boo. Well, it's all over the YouTube. She died. She was 29. As a matter of fact, I had a member, well, it's a step member of my family that passed away. My brother-in-law, he passed away also. And I don't know what the results and everything like that is. I've been waiting to hear from my daughter what she says so she can get the information. Yeah, my ex-husband's brother passed away. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you somebody I just discovered. This young lady right here. She lives in her trailer with her 3 dogs. I forgot the dog. Traveling with Charity. I like her. I just discovered her, I think, last week. And I just thought of her just then. And I think I did subscribe to her channel. She's got the 3 dogs. And they live somewhere, it looks like in a desert. She bought some land or something. But I like hearing her talk. You know, she's very well versed. I like the way she sounds when she talks. She sounds very intelligent. And she knows Anthony. I was watching Anthony, and then I stopped. Then I started back. You know how you sort of drift away somebody, and then you come back to them. You know, like they call it OG. I don't know if I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to so many people, y'all. I don't even know. I've been subscribing to people for years. Well, you know, even before I started uploading videos myself. I'm trying to stabilize this. You know what I need? I need everything now. A new tripod. But this one has been holding up for the most part. And then I got the long-legged one over there, but I don't like to use that one. I like to use the one, you know, the selfie stick. But it's long, but, you know, I got to adjust it so that it'll fit where I am. Which I'm not really doing anything but sitting here talking. And like I said, I got to clean up the dishes. And that's about all I'm going to do before I go nighty-night. I'm going to go nighty-night, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better Vlogmas. How about y'all? Have you seen the reindeers flying through the air yet? I thought I saw something. I was looking. I said, oh my goodness, when is Santa going to stop by here? I have any children. So I didn't know if he was going to stop by here or not. I mean, he got this big old sack he got to carry around and flying through the air. It's a little cold out there, Santa. I know it's cold in here. I don't know. But yeah, he got that big red suit on. He'll be all right. He should be okay with his jolly self. You know, his big old red cheeks. I want to pinch those cheeks. I was trying to see what the temperature is. I want to go out tomorrow. Oh, it's in the, what? 42. You can't prove it by me. Not up in here. Anyway, because, like I said, you know, I have my little heaters on over here. And speaking of heat, it just kicked on just as I said it. I tell you, it's cold in this. This is the coldest apartment I ever lived in my life. You know, unless you blast that heat on. And then, you know, once you get into bed, you know, hey, get underneath all those covers, you fine. You snuggle down. And plus, I got a heater in my bedroom in case I do get cold. Because sometimes when that wind is blowing, it feels like these are what do you call it, manufactured houses. Let me throw that at you. And sometimes you can feel like the heat is coming right through the walls and up from the, you know, that they're cheap. In other words, they're cheap. Now, when they first built these, they look nice and everything like that from the outside. But they're cold, even the ones I moved from, which is the same complex, but it was a different, you know, area. And I mean, this so cold apartment, this is my second one, you know, living in here. If I could do better, honey, I would do better. So ain't no sense in me complaining. And that's what make the best of a bad situation. You know what? I'm not even going to, yes, I will tell you. I've got bacon grease sitting there on top of my stove that I was supposed to have been cooking cabbage with, the bacon grease. Forgot about it, y'all. I guess I got so cold, I forgot about it. I said, look at that. What in the world is in that jar sitting up there on the stove? It's bacon grease. Because I usually put my make my cabbage with bacon grease. But I'm not going to eat anything else tonight. I already had my chicken salad. And so I can cook that cabbage and, you know, use the bacon grease. I'll stick it in the refrigerator and have that for tomorrow if all goes well. Unless I decide to go get me one of them little entrees. I might get me another one of them little entrees. It was so good to me. Maybe it was because it was different. I don't know. But anyhow, y'all, I think I'm going to get up here and do what I got to do. And if it's a nice day tomorrow, I might go out there and get me one of those entrees. Tomorrow is Sunday. I have nothing else planned, so I might as well eat comfortably. Oh, look at my hoodie. My hoodie looks like it looks Christmassy. But I had it, you know, I had it for a while. Y'all seen this before. But anyhow, I gotta wear my hat as soon, you know, my Santa hat, as soon as I figure out what I did with it. I don't know where I put it, but it's around here somewhere. It's probably in one of those drawers. Because I don't use my, dresser drawers for clothes. I have hats, scarves, and all that blah blah in it. And I've got about 5 junk drawers. And the rest of my clothes are stacked up on the floor in the closet, on the shelf in the closet, and hanging up in the closet. Now, where that little red hat, that little Santa Claus hat is, I don't know, y'all. I gotta look for it. I know I gotta find it before Christmas, because I had planned to wear this before now. Because I only got, what I say, Christmas is next Saturday, Sunday? Wait a minute. When is Christmas, y'all? Christmas is Monday. Monday, it's on a Monday. And that means you've got, today is the 16th. 9 more days, y'all. 8 more shopping days. Christmas is closed on Monday, y'all. You're not going to be able to go out, and if you forgot celery, you better go get it now. If you forgot your stuffing, go get it now. If you don't have your vanilla flavor, like I did one year, oh, that was so, oh my goodness. No, it wasn't. It wasn't, oh, this thing is itching the heck out of my head, y'all. I feel like just taking it off. But I can't do it because my hair's a mess under here. But one year, I'll never forget it. I was making my sweet potato pies, and I always put nutmeg in my sweet potato pies. Darn it! And this is when I wasn't living here at the time. I was living in my old apartment, the one before this, which was a long ways from the store, and I don't drive. I didn't even have a scooter back then. I was walking around, bouncing around like a teenager at that time, because I think I was 60. How old was I when I moved here? I think I was 66. Maybe 64. I don't know, whatever. I was younger than I am now. And I was making my sweet potato pies. Had my butter all up in there, my sugar and my carnation milk, and I'm beating it up. Got my pies laid out, poke the holes in the pies and stuff. Put the vanilla flavor in there. Usually I just use vanilla flavor and nutmeg 95% of the time. But there's so many ways you can make sweet potato pie. Each person is different. And mine don't even taste the same all the time. Sometimes it tastes different. But this particular day, this particular Christmas, I think it was a Christmas, that I was making sweet potato pies, because I make the sweet potato pies usually every holiday. And I'm getting ready to make these pies. I'm looking in my cabinet. Where the heck is my nutmeg? I can't find any nutmeg. I don't have any nutmeg. I said, oh no, I got to make my pie. But you know what? Lo and behold, though there was no sweet potato pies left, regardless of whether there was any nutmeg in them or not. I mean, they devoured them. I ain't hear nobody complaining. Oh, this is some nasty sweet potato pie. I ain't hear that coming from nobody, y'all. But I think like when my mother used to make sweet potato pies, I don't think I may have to come out of this, y'all. Or is it my hair that's dirty? Because I did not wash it as planned. But anyway, I think my mother used to use allspice, which I use all of them. I sometimes cloves, allspice. It depends on what is in the cabinet. Whatever's in there, y'all. I got cloves in there. I got the whole cloves, but I had bought that to do my hair with, to see if my hair would grow back some on top. But I ain't never used that stuff sitting up there. The whole pieces of cloves. It's sitting up there in my closet. I think I got like 4 bottles of that stuff that I got from Amazon. Not the regular ground cloves, but the I can show you really quick if you want me to show you. I ain't doing nothing else. I always got something to show you. Let's see if I can find one. That's sage. I don't. Oh, way back, all the way back here. Oh, shucks. See, this is the way they come in. Let's see if I can put it over here. See, they come like this, and I got so many of them. I thought I had one that was open, but I'm not sure. See, these are the whole cloves before they ground them up. And I got all these little things. And I was supposed to do my hair, boil them, and then do my hair with them to see if it works to make my hair thicken up a little bit. I ain't done it. Got the spray bottle and everything now. I think that's water. But just put it in the spray bottle, and it's supposed to be good for your hair. Of course, I never got around to it. So let me just put that back up in there before I mess around and break something. I got cinnamon. That's another thing you can put in your nutmeg. Vanilla flavor. I've got everything for the ginger. That ginger is older than dirt. But I don't think I'm making sweet potato pies. I don't think I'm doing anything. Because I hosted, like I said, I hosted Thanksgiving. And I supposed to have been helping my granddaughter make some sweet potato pies, but she didn't show up the day when I was ready, raring to go to make them. And I'm just going to relax, chill out. I probably stay home. I probably won't even go out on Christmas Day. And I don't expect no company. Like I said, I hosted Thanksgiving. And that was enough for me to last me for a while. And it took me a while to clean up, get back to norm again. And so, it's halfway back to norm. Thank goodness that furnace went off. So I hope y'all got your Christmas shopping done. Hope you got the presents and everything under the tree. You got the tree up, all decorated. You got the outside lights lit up, blinking. I used to love to see the blinking lights. And they used to have a place that you could go to see all the decorations, how beautiful they have it decorated and everything. People could just drive through and look at it. I wonder if they still have that. I don't know, I'm not sure. But I know over here in my neighborhood, I've seen, I think maybe 3 houses that's got decorations. People just don't seem to celebrate like they used to. They don't make that big deal out of Christmas like they used to. But I guess, money is more sparse, scarce, I guess, than it used to be. But, even when we didn't have any money, we still celebrated, and we still had a big old dinner. I would cook, when my kids was growing up. I was cook, and we had a long, tall, skinny Christmas tree that we used for years and years and years. And then we had all the ornaments, that was saved from year to year. And, sometimes I would buy some and add on to the ones that I already have, because sometimes you know how they get broken. And so I would add a few more. And then we had the older one. And you know what? I actually passed that Christmas tree down to my daughter. Have you ever heard of that? Somebody passing a Christmas tree down? And it was tall. I think it was like 9 feet tall. And it was skinny. It was cheap, I guess. I don't know. But we would faithfully decorate that tree. Had a few presents to put underneath the tree and everything. We just celebrated. We were so happy. I know I was. I used to enjoy Christmas so much, especially when my kids was, coming up. And pull it off, pull this Santa thing off. You know what I mean? And they, and the weird thing is, I may have said this before, we would take the children shopping with us. They had no clue. They didn't know what would go on. I said, now how could they be with us and not know what was going on? One Christmas, we was at, what was the name of that store? Kmart? I don't know, but we was in Jersey at the time. I never forget it. We had our own home at that time, and we had an attic. We had an attic in the house on the. We were living on the second floor. We had tenants on the first floor, and so the second floor where we lived, we had access to the attic. It was right there in the house, but we just had access. The other neighbors and nobody else could have access to it. Just us, just our apartment. And we had gone shopping. And we actually bought an organ. Like a little organ, but it wasn't a cheap organ. It was had good sound to it. It was an electric organ. And my kids, I forgot how old they were at the time, but they were with us when we bought it. They were with us when I think the old boy waited until they went to bed before they took it out. He took it out the trunk of the car. We had this big old Chrysler 300, You know how big they used to make cars back in the day? You see a big car like, excuse me, I'm not changing the subject, y'all. I'm just saying, like, back in the day, how huge the cars were. He had a great big Chrysler 300. As a matter of fact, I had 2 accidents in that car. 2 accidents. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. But anyway, I guess he waited, because my memory is not letting me, paint the picture for you, really. But he had brought the children's toys and stuff and put them up in the attic. Like there was a chimney or something back there. The attic had one room that was finished off. You finish one room up in the attic, and the rest of the attic is not really completely finished off. And the children used to go up there to play. It was like a playroom for them. They would play up there. They ain't seen no toys. They ain't seen no nothing. They didn't know what time it was. I ought to laugh about that today. How in the world could you be with us? But then when we went to the store, they would go their way and walk around. We just let them go. When we went to the store, they just went. And probably to the toilet. I really don't know where my kids was at. And I don't think the old boy knew where he was at either, because they would go in the store, they'd go that direction. We went that direction. I think that's what a lot of people used to do, but you can't do that. After, what's that guy's name? That his child got Alex? Then he got stolen in Sears, I think it was. What store was it? He was taken, and he had a television show. But anyway, ever since then, I think people sort of kept the children a little closer to them, instead of letting them wander, taking their eyes off them. But back in the day, this is back in the 70s. I'm talking back in the 70s, over 50 years ago. Yeah. You don't really worry about your children like you do today. You worry about somebody snatching your child and stuff like that. My kids, I remember back in my children was about 4 and 5. My first 2 children, they were like 4 and 5. And they used to have a camp right down the street from where I lived. But my children, I didn't take them to camp, and they would be down there all day long. They would they would have a whole block of the street blocked off where the children could come and play and do activities. They even fed the children. And you had me. I had my whole day free. I didn't take them there. I didn't pick them up. They walked home by themselves, y'all, 2 and 4. You can't do that today. I I would walk the street at night. People would walk 2 o'clock in the morning. They wouldn't worry about nobody bothering them. You might would hear of an incident once in a while. Now, this is how bad the world has changed. It has changed so much. But my little children walk right on around that corner. When it's time, to come home, they all wet. Because they had sprinkler system, had that over there so they would get wet, put the bathing suit on, whatever. And then they would come home. I wasn't worried about them at all. Nope. It wasn't like it was a long way. They didn't have to cross any street. Like I said, our street was right here. So you got 1, 2, maybe 3 more apartment buildings between there before they got to the street. And then when they got to the end of the street, that's where the block was. That's where the little camp thing was. It was right there in that whole block. They had that block blocked off. Lots of children were there. You didn't hear a whole lot of nonsense. Sometimes you think about those days, what happened to those days? It's getting, and it seems like it's getting worse, but it's not as bad. It doesn't seem as bad as it used to be. Seems like it's slowed down a little bit, as far as the murdering and shooting and stuff like that. I didn't mean to come up here to talk about that, y'all. So on that note, I'm going to let it stay merry and bright. Get your shopping done, y'all. And I shall see you again on the 17th day of Vlogmas.